Have any of you guys noticed that none of the Trump-supporting black Coonarians got invited to the barbecue? After chucking and dancing and selling their community out, none of them got invited to the barbecue so far. It's globally embarrassing, right? All white man team. What happened? Where was all that energy for these black folks that was going out telling black folks that we're retarded because we wouldn't support the Republicans? Do you see any Republicans supporting any black candidates? I don't see any Republicans supporting any black. Listen.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natkana Esther. If you are new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share, and let me know what you think about today's video. Now guys, do not mind my face. I just drank some Fanta at night. Meanwhile, I was watching this video of Brother Think Tank, and I was like, you know what, yeah, even if we just finished doing our skincare routine for night, let's do the video and see what black people think about the situation, because I feel like we are in a situation where black people are looking for solutions. That, okay, some of us voted for Trump, or we did not vote for Trump, but then other people made decisions and Trump won. Where do we go from here? I love Brother Afro Think Tank. First of all, for the people that don't know Brother Think Tank, he's an African-American man who is very much so on Pan-Africanism, and he's a chief in Nigeria now. He moved from the US and came to Nigeria, and he has land. He's a chief now. He's living his best life in Africa, and I urge you guys to check out his channel, because he is the only person who is going to tell you the truth about Africa the way you would want maybe not to hear it, but like the ups and downs and the reality, how you get there and how you do everything. He has been through it all, so he will tell you the reality. And he is still the same person who tells you, try your best to romanticize Africa, because at the end of the day, it's your homeland. Now, in this video that he did, he was talking about how Trump has abandoned his black supporters.
They started to pick not candidates. People who have openly expressed their hate for anybody that's not white, Christian, evangelical, or corporate Jew. Because these people call themselves, they're not practicing. They're not. They're just calling themselves that. They put a yarmulke on their head because they don't want to be called white. But they white. But yeah, none of these black guys, I haven't even seen the black people, the social media, the ones that work real hard, right, in YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all that. I ain't see that none of their subscriber base go up. They ain't getting nothing. The algorithm still don't care about them. They don't. All right. They ain't getting no positions. They ain't getting no play. Hey, have you? What about them reparations for white folk? Huh? I ain't heard nothing about reparations for black folk. I never even heard a white person ask for reparations, and they getting it. That's not even something that was on their agenda, and they gonna get it somehow. Black folks been talking about reparations. They probably thought that, let me shit on my brothers and sisters, and if I do that good enough, the master gonna pat me on the top of my head and say, you a good nigga, I'm gonna give you a butter biscuit. You got to be a Trump supporter right now. You got to be embarrassed. You probably, a lot of them walking around, they thought they yeah, we won, and they, here's the funny part, the black Trump supporters are acting like they had something to do with the election. Y'all know why I barely talk about the individual black Trump supporters anymore? Because I recognize that they're not relevant. The exit polls told us they're not relevant. Now, I was right about my predictions. I was right about one thing and wrong about another thing. I was right that black Trump supporters are a super minority, and they don't even count. Like, what they got to say doesn't even matter. Didn't push the needle one bit. It's white folk. All right, it's old white folk on Social Security disability. Those ones. The ones on Medicaid, the ones that utilize all those social services and that use all the things that they say they hate. Those are the ones who voted Trump in. Not the 5 black Trump supporters, men. Right? You do got that little clan of they hate women and they don't want to see women in charge. Yeah, and there's a few black people in there, you know. But other than that, they didn't make much of a difference to even really care or see them as a threat. Right? They're just the same statistical super minority of coons that we have in the community. We've always had coons in our community. That's how we got over here. You understand? So, I mean, hey, we know, right? And for 4 years, for the next 4 years, they're going to have to defend all the white supremacist policies. that this administration is going to implement. It's already telling you they're going to implement. Already told us before that's what they wanted to do, right? So for the next 4 years, they will be on the back foot justifying all the white supremacy pieces of legislation. And you know, I'm going to call every one of them out too. I'm going to call every one of them out. When they start, all of a sudden, you're going to see governors start burning more books of black history. You're going to start seeing the educational system change where they don't even teach black history. I wouldn't be surprised if getting rid of Black History Month doesn't come up on the goddamn docket to be eliminated. And guess what? These black Trump supporters will support it. They'll support it. It's because they're traitors to their community.
The reality is, I think a lot of black people that put their faith in Trump helping them or supporting them, or most especially when it comes to cabinet, they are disappointed. We as black people understand the power of representation. Majority of the times we black people, we need representatives that look like us, regardless of who is leading. He could be white. I mean, when Joe Biden was white and he was leading, still black people had that representation of Kamala and other people. But we are looking at the Trump administration changing what it promised black people that voted for Trump. And this is what I like how he says it, that for the people that trusted Trump to actually have their best interests at the heart of representation, he actually just showed black people that he doesn't care, and representation for black people, it doesn't matter. And a lot of black people that were on board with Trump and pushing him, you know, the likes of Candace Owens and other people, because I mean, Candace Owens is famous, so we can only, of course, put her as a reference. But apart from like people of social media, people in politics that thought that, oh, okay, if I push Trump, if I use my connections, if I use my network, if I use my socials, if I can push here and here, maybe I can get a position. Maybe I can be on the lineup. Maybe I can be chosen for this position. And nothing like that happened. And I must say it's very, very, very common in politics. Even here, you would find like some people would join like a certain party and then they do the most, even if it's artists, and then at the end of the day, when person gets in power, they forget about how much you helped to push them. And it's crazy. It's crazy and it's sad and it's just heartbreaking to see. The way he explains it is really heartbreaking, because I feel like black people got scammed by Trump. Black people that voted Trump, I feel like they really got scammed, and that is what he's trying to put across in this video, that even with all the energy that black people put in, at the end of the day, they were just tossed around and put on the side, because at the end of the day, Trump ended up choosing a white cabinet and dropped the blacks to the list of the bottom, not giving them places or positions that are fair. Like black people don't have literally someone in the Trump administration who has like a powerful position for people to look at. I want to know how black people feel about this. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this situation. How does it make you feel that in the cabinet there is no people in higher positions? And that is what majority of black people expected to see with the Trump administration.
And you know what? I notice a lot of these black politicians, a lot of them, and I know when I say African, I'm talking about everybody, right? But you know, a lot of these black politicians, they're not even African American by way of what y'all would like to call foundational black American. A lot of these black politicians are from somewhere else. They don't have any historical connection with the Trump in this particular country, so they don't care. They're like, whatever, you know. But, you know, and there's some that are connected, that do have historical connections, and they still don't care, right? But I just find it very funny that not one black traitor got a butter biscuit. And this is all white party. It's about to be all white with a capital W. White. The Führer, the Fourth Reich. That's what America is. United States of the Fourth Reich of Israel. That's the name of America. So maybe they reconciled. That was what it seemed like. It seemed like a little reconciliation going on between white groups. on this planet. You know, it is their last gasp, so I guess they got to do it, right? You know, they got to unify in order to fight the destruction of their people and their loss of powers. By the way, they can never trust none of you treacherous, because if you betrayed your own people, they're not gonna trust you.